the session that I wanted to take to you about today is a session which is something which is practical, something that's relevant in today's time, and it will solve a problem which is actually in reality. So welcome again. We've got a limited audience because I last time I invited a lot of the younger ones also because it was more on planes and flights and things that will excite us. This is more serious,
Sir,
more
I
deeper
can't hear
topic.
you.
I'm so sorry. Am I audible now? Can you use the chat and let me know?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Anyone else who has a problem? Can you all? Okay. Jazakallah for all of you. Right. So good. And still keep using the chat, inshallah, to let me know if you can't hear me. And I'll be glad to, maybe change my earphones, maybe keep speaking louder, whatever that helps us. Because today's session is all about reaching out and speaking what is important. So thank you, Basil. Thank you, Iman. Everyone else, mashallah. Good to see, and we'll have some conversation. Today's topic is about something that is relevant in today's time, the fake news. Well, fake news is something that has become a part of everybody's life. Especially I call you all the Instagram generation, isn't it? You are looking at a world where immediately the news spreads. The best part about my area and my college and my schooling was whatever mistakes we did, whatever things we said to each other is long, long forgotten, or at least only we remember it. But you will have something called digital footprint. What you write today on Facebook or what you send a comment on Instagram is going to be permanently there until, at least, I can't say till Qiyamah, but at least until these social medias exist, right? So this is very important. Today, the news spreads fast. So very quickly, I wanted to use a lot of Menti and things like that. Inshallah, we'll do more technology in my next session. But today, just use your chat and tell me, where do you get your news from? If anybody gets your news, I'm sure you might be hearing a news about Bayern Munich winning the Champions League, or who's becoming the next president of United States, or it could be about what's happening in the world, any kind of news, or what's happening in Corona. All right, so there is Google News. Thank you so much. Facebook, absolutely wonderful. So Facebook is giving news, and we'll talk about Facebook. Where do you get your news? Can I get 10 answers from everybody? So each one of you give one answer. Okay, all right. Khalij Times. Okay, not a very, very promising newspaper, Abdullah, but accepted. I lived in Dubai enough to know. Very, very, they are called edited news. Edited news is news that is, how only the news that everybody wants to take out. Okay, the Arab Times, interestingly. Uh, Times of India. Oh, I don't call Times of India a newspaper. I call it advertisement. So there is all ads out there. Instagram, interesting. YouTube, friendly phone, which could be WhatsApp. How many of you get news from WhatsApp? Do anybody use something like an NDTV, Times of India app? Twitter, interesting. Twitter is a great source of news today's time. Brilliant. How many of you, I don't care what is happening in the world. I don't even look at the news. Al Jazeera, okay, another private Qatari channel. Very interesting. Good. So what is happening in today's world? We are consumers, right? As a consumer, the news comes to us from different sources. It could be a mobile ringing and a WhatsApp comes in. And the university of WhatsApp, by the way, is a very dangerous university, isn't it? A WhatsApp university will tell you news that suddenly you are so scared, we don't even know what to believe and what not to believe. In fact, I have a rule. I never ever, download a video on WhatsApp unless and until it is from a reliable source. Somebody tells me what the video is about. Anyway, that is my rule I put on WhatsApp. But otherwise, I'm very active on a channel like that because to me, it's all about communication. So what is a fake news? So far, we discussed about what a news is, right? What do you mean a fake news is all about? Can anybody give an example of any fake news that you heard? Or I can give you a fake news that, Abdullah tops NEET exams. Interesting. Is it a fake news or a real news? Or it could be like, mashallah, some of you, I think you all are smarter than that. But any fake news that you heard recently? Or if you fill, what is it? If you put a mobile phone on charging, it will burst. Oh, absolutely. Bashar, thank you so much. You can use in common group itself rumors about COVID-19. Absolutely. There was so much of fake news targeting a community over COVID-19 recently. Or in South Korea, there was of a small minority community. So many news that go on. Interesting. That's a very, very valid fake news that's going on. What else? Any other example of fake news that's becoming very, very popular? Any news like that? Government giving you 5,000 rupees in your bank account. Another news that came out very, very recently, at least in India, we had this news. So most of you in Gulf may not have been aware of it, but that was the news that was going on. And what happens is it starts going on from WhatsApp to WhatsApp. Oh, the bank hacks, absolutely. Yes. No other fake news. Nobody knows what a fake news is. I'll give some example of fake news, right? So today we are going to do two things. This workshop, it's more like a workshop rather than a session. I'm going to divide into part one. I'm going to teach you what good news is, and then I'm going to teach you how to detect a fake news. For example, look at this news out there. So I'm just sharing a news out there. This was a very, very popular news. It's a few years old. You know, when Donald Trump became the president of the United States, where Pope Francis actually endorsed President Trump. So Pope Francis said, yes, if I could vote, I would vote for President Trump. Do you think it's a true news, a real news, or a fake news? What do you think? Pope saying my blessing is for this man. I can look at some of you, maybe smiling in your places. You can understand what I'm saying. So what do you think is this? A real news or a
Fake
fake news?
news.
Absolutely correct. It is a fake news, right? So this is how media industry works. But so many of people would have believed in it. And as you know, as good Catholics, they would say, oh, Pope is endorsing Trump. Let me also give a vote to him. And maybe that might be a reason where Donald Trump becomes the president of the United States. But this is how news spread. Look at this. If it looks like a proper newspaper article, it looks like proper photographs out there. But how do I check? How do I know it's a fake news or a real news? The best way to check would be go and ask Pope. Don't ask Donald Trump, because Donald Trump will say, yes, Pope has endorsed me. The right one will be go to the source. But of course, you can't go to the Pope one. How do you do that? That's a news we're going to talk about. Oh, another news is this. Chimpanzees can speak English. Do you think fake news or real news?
Fake.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, you are speaking to me. That's a proof. No? Right? Oh, okay. What if I change the language? Say chimpanzees can do maths. Is it fake or real?
Fake.
Fake or real? Fake. Everybody thinks chimpanzees could do maths. Is fake. You can see a chimp doing a maths problem out here. Okay, now I've got Abdul Rahman believing in me. Bashar says 99.9% fake. Okay, so that's a little. Abdullah, can you mute yourself, please? That's a little. There's a little 0.1% out there that I can think. Okay, some of you saying, what do you think? Where are the Misbahs and Zubairs and Anams? Everybody, Iman, tell me. Safia says it's real. Okay. Okay, true now. Everyone's now suddenly. Maybe if I were to give you a credible source of somebody in BBC telling that, now do you think it's true or false? Now what do you think? A BBC says that?
Still it is false.
Okay, it is still false. All right. Thank you so much, Misbah, for the greetings there. Are you telling me that because I'm speaking, you have proved that chimpanzees can speak? Okay, Safia saw it on YouTube. How trustworthy is YouTube, Safia? Chimpanzees have lower IQ, Basil says. Interesting. I'm enjoying your conversation. So now I'll tell you the answers. You see, the fact that chimpanzees can do some number crunching, they have great memory. Memory is not the same as logical thinking. Well, crows and chimpanzees can do some logical thinking, but all of you who thought that chimpanzees can do maths or they can do language, perhaps you are watching too much of this Planet of the Apes series. I don't know how many of you watch it. It's a brilliant movie, by the way. But somewhere down the line, our language, our thinking is mixed between facts and fiction. We've forgotten what is fact. Thanks to the Avengers, thanks to all these new series that are coming in, we don't realize what is fact and what is fiction. And this is one of the challenges we are facing. Unfortunately, we are unable to. Okay, I think I'll have to go and help mute everybody. Abdul Sabur, can you mute? All right. So the point is, we are looking at a simple idea. How do you determine a fact from a fiction? And today, my young friends, you are living in time where news is being bombarded to you. People are, it could be a political news, it could be a science news, it could be a research news, and we don't know what's happening. And inshallah, that is what we're going to decide today. This is a session on problem solving, and we're going to understand what a fake news is. So I've got some games, I got some quizzes with you, but inshallah you will come back learning. Today is a rich program, as in you will learn more about the world you live in rather than the world we lived in. Even a newspaper that you pick up is going to be challenging. So what is a fake news? Exactly as the name says. It is fake, it is not true, it is made up. So how do I know? Why do people love sending fake news? You know, it is the same way people love to spread gossip, right? وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ الَّذِي جَمَعَ مَالَهُ وَعَدَّدَ يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالَهُ يَخْلَدَ. You know, the idea is people love talking about gossips. I had a very good friend who told me that people love gossips because they don't have ideas to share. You know, people love to talk about what is happening with regards to, you know, wherever you are. People love to talk about, let's say, what's happening in with somebody else's life. And then they start talking and they discuss and what's happening on Instagram. Some celebrity puts a photo. Look at the entire India. The entire India is interested in knowing why did Sushant Singh commit suicide. You know, it has become another blockbuster movie. It is like a reality television, and that is so sad, isn't it? It is so upsetting when people think this way. So when you give shock, people love to hear, and that increases the TRP. That is it. People want design. Today, when more people come to you, there is a revenue from advertisement. So the more you go to Times Now, the more you go to NDTV, the more you go to Quint, because of the news, the way it's delivered, people will hear, the more advertisement comes. It's all about money, my friends. You know, the world is all this way. The more controversy you create, the more money comes in because the more eyeballs are coming in. Or it's simple way of tricking people. Sometimes fake news is just about tricking people. So this is what, or sometimes it is to make a person a celebrity. For example, you know, today, an example, an actor or an actress is not getting any role because there is no visibility. Suddenly, there is a news about an actress having an affair, or an actress having link-ups, or an actress doing something crazy, and everybody was searching that actress. And this is the problem. Everybody wants to search, and it becomes so big. It's a fake news, but she becomes a celebrity. Now she's signing a news, she's signing an interview, she's signing a movie, and it becomes the same way. Yes, Bashar so beautiful that the reality, people love gossiping because it is so much fun. You know, you want to create that news. One of the best ways, you know, in older time, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said something very interesting. He said, please, do anybody who lies about dreams, right, is the biggest liar of all. You know, imagine just somebody lying about what they dreamt about is a liar. What about lying about people, real people? There's a very interesting anecdote I want to share. It is said that if a black man would enter a White House, pigs will fly. Fake news or real news? What do you think?
Fake news.
Okay, interesting. Can anybody explain what it means? A black man, what do you mean by White House? What do you mean by White House? Pigs will fly. A black man entering a White House, pigs will fly. What do you think? Misbah, Abdullah?
Racism.
Racism. Okay, it's abusing a black man. All right. Goal number 16, SDG goal. The house which is white. Interesting, Zubair. Can you think of white? When I say White House, what comes to your mind?
White man meeting a black man.
Parliament, Rifa says. Which parliament? You're right, but which one? Go ahead, unmute, speak up. All right, Bashar, thank you. It's the, I want some more answers. Okay, Rifa is right. The American White House. So a black man entering a White House. How can a black man enter a White House? By being what? Who lives in the White House in America? Yeah,
The
Zubair?
president.
Okay, Farhana, the president. So imagine, who was the first black president of the White House? All right, Rifa. Fantastic. You know, Donald Trump is not black. So it's Obama. Thank you so much. So imagine when Obama entered the White House, the pigs flew. Yes, you had swine flu. Well, it was a joke, by the way. I thought yesterday I had a lot of riddles from my Golden Sparrow Mandelas. I thought I put a riddle. By the way, this was a funny news that, you know, every year the BBC and some of the newspapers or Google, they come up with riddles on April 1st. So they said, actually, when a black man entered the White House, Barack Obama and become the president, the swine flu disease came. Swine is another word for pigs. So anyway, this is how you create. Very PG, right? Please laugh at my bad jokes also. You know, it's important to have good sense of humor. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of a lot of conversation, I will teach you ways how to spot a fake news. We'll all become Sherlock Holmes or Byomkesh Bakshi. And then I will open up the floor and ask you to detect if a news is fake or correct, right? Imagine, oh, thank you so much. Some of you like my joke. I'm happy. For example, if I say, today I got a call from a sister who says my daughter is the best daughter in the world. Fake news or real news?
Fake.
Fake news? Yeah.
Yes.
Real news, real
Real
news.
news? Oh, well, I got a call from Surat and the mother
Real.
said Mother said that, or I got a call from Nerul and the mother said that, and trust me, they will never say that for the daughters, right, Misbah? No? Farhana, Rifa, all of you? So this is a fake news, right? I should first check. Did the mother really say that, or it was father who told that to me? Father, the bias towards daughters. So number one, find out where the news is coming from. Who is it coming from? Is it trustworthy or not? Mashallah, I know the audience out there. I know who you all are, what your inclination is. One of the things I'm so proud of in Islam is the way the hadith are being verified, right? Any message that Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, it is a science that we are talking about. The science of verification is what we are talking. Today we have forgotten that. In this small, in a side note, there is something called mutawatir hadith, authentic hadith. There is something called daif, a fake or a weak hadith. There is something called maudu, which is a fabricated hadith. This is a science. Today, fake news is science. Oh, by the way, Facebook is a lot of fake news, right? We'll talk about Facebook. So somebody tells you, imagine I see a lot of my friends who come and say they put the photograph. Okay, and the photograph is, how am I looking today? And I got 200 messages that a girl puts a photo on a Facebook or Instagram and there's a love symbol, right? Or there's a smiley, there's a thumbs up, oh, you're looking beautiful. And I thought I'll also try. So I put my selfie on Facebook. And I said, how am I looking? 2 likes. 2 likes. One, I took my wife's more, I put 1 like from her phone, and another like is my daughter giving a like to me. My goodness. Fake news. Facebook is fake. Nobody liked my good profile. But if an actress puts it, everybody like, wow, nice, lucky. So this is why, it is called fake self-esteem. We want others to tell us how good we look. And then you don't even know if it is true or not. Today we live in a virtual world. At least all of us are living in a virtual world, right? So this is what fake news is all about. Ask if others have also said the same thing about you, or check that if the news story that you're saying is actually based on fact or not fact. Too much of theory. I'll give you one more theory, and then we'll actually spot fake news. How do you spot fake news? Is it an old story? Is it a new story? So check the dates, very importantly. Somebody can say that so-and-so, there's a problem happening in the country. It might be a 3-year-old news. Today, WhatsApp is filled with that. Anybody wants to create tension between religion, they put a fake story about a politician speaking, about somebody else speaking, about somebody else, some narabazi, and it might be a 10-year-old story. That is how news go on. If the story is too shocking, probably it is not true. It is fake. Why? Because shocking news are meant to be created this way. And finally, one last thing is, check if it is a joke, because sometimes we don't see a joke and we take it seriously. Really, there's so many times I've seen as a joke, somebody sent a joke and we thought it's a real news and we started talking about it. So too much of conversation. Are you ready to tell me if the news is fake or real? Simple.
Yes.
Yeah, we will use the chat. Everybody, Munib, can I request you? We will use the chat. It's okay. You can speak up. I would love you all to interact. We have, as I said, you all are matured. Today we've got only little numbers because all the grown-up boys and girls are here. I will show you a news and then I will teach you how to decide if it's fake or real. Okay? All right. So let's start. First news here is on your screen. Yeti. Yeti, like a mountain mythical beast, a huge animal like a gorilla, but white in color. Yeti was Indian Army says that they found. Interesting. I love
You said
your answer.
mythical, it means fake.
Okay, Yetis are mythical animals for sure. Thank you so much for telling. But what happens is you jump to conclusion. You absolutely jump to conclusion. And thank you for getting the first answer wrong. Now, as some of you are writing it, it's a real news. How? Now, remember, look at the word. Indian Army claimed. And if you read the whole article, they said in the article, it could be bear prints. How headlines are misleading, right? How headlines are misleading. And now what we do is we look at decoding. What is so this is, of course, I've created a small image for you, but now look at how do you identify is the newspaper authentic or not. No, this is okay. I give you a choice. Number 2, you look at there were other footprints. So they gave the exact number, 81 centimeter long. Okay, possible. Somebody is giving some facts also. And then the option is there is a balance in the story. The balance, you did not read the whole story and you jump to conclusion, right? That is what we always become. We get fooled because they said it could be possible there is a bear footprint, it could be some other animal, and that is why we don't jump to conclusion. Don't jump to conclusion. That is how misunderstandings happen. You know, one of the worst way of misunderstanding that happens is you tell something to somebody, you did not mean it, and because you wrote it down, your words were not clear, and there's a big difference that's happening. Yes, all right. Let me give you
Is it
another
real?
news.
Is it real?
Okay, so this is what Indian Army has claimed. Yes, it's a real news, but they said that it may not be Yeti. It is, they said, what they said actually is it's not Yeti, it's a bear print. But now they give the name to the bear as a Yeti. All right, it's okay, it's fun, interesting, I'm enjoying it. Tell me, fake or real? Moon pyramids. So the first astronauts who went to moon, they found pyramids on moon. Fake or real? Come on, everybody. No, I don't want 50%. I want fake or real. You can write F and R. Okay, good, Misbah. F, fake. Anybody else giving me real? Basil, why do you say it's real? Amna, why do you say it's fake?
Fake.
The moment I show you a mobile phone, be very careful. Anything that comes on this device, you know there is a problem happening, isn't it? The moment a mobile phone picture comes in, see, you know, I'm not saying mobile phones are bad, but this is a completely made up story. It is not even close to being real. Why? Number one, again, my source. It is a news story we have heard so many times in so many variations. The moment the variation changes, you know it's not a trusted source. Have you heard Neil Armstrong hearing Adhan on moon? How many of you heard that? Then when Neil Armstrong, because this was our time story, that I heard this story so many times, when Neil Armstrong first went to moon, he heard the words of the Adhan. Heard that? No, you not heard it? Oh, go ask your fathers. Trust me, go please ask your fathers and mothers. We have, you know, it is what the 1980 story, a 1980 child or 1990 child would have heard it. Right, Rifa, go ask them. And again, completely fake. You know, for making sure that you're proud of your deen, you don't need to go and have these sources. You know, please don't have to look at the moon photo and say, oh, I can see Allah written on the moon, or I can see, you know, water becoming sweet at Haji Ali, or Ganesha drinking milk. All these are scientific phenomena. All these are illusion. Please don't believe in that. So now this is a Photoshop picture, right? Yes, absolutely. It's a Photoshop picture. It's not fact, and it is just like their questions. See, in the news you will ask, there's so many questions in the news. That means it is not a fake. It is not a real story. Okay, good. You got one right and you got one wrong. I'm happy. Let me see if you get it. Monkey orders a pizza. True or false?
Fake.
Fake.
Fake or real?
Super fake.
Oh, really? Farhana, your brother just ordered a pizza. True or false now? Monkey ordered a pizza. Yeah, no? If Ibrahim's and Abdullah's and Muhammad order a pizza,
Fake.
is it fake or real? Fake, are you
Fake.
sure?
Fake. Yes.
Where are the Zubairs and Abdul Salams and everybody? Fake or real? No, fake? Okay, let me
Fake.
check. Maybe real? Okay, somebody says real.
Fake.
Oh, it's a fake news. All right. So by the way, a monkey has never ordered pizza, but some parrots have ordered food by speaking in Alexia. So a parrot said pizza, and there's a real news. Alexa picked it up and a pizza was delivered because there was a pre-order by somebody. But definitely this is a joke. It's not a, you look at the picture itself. Can you look at the picture of the pizza? And does it seem realistic? Somebody's put a pizza picture and there's a different picture of a monkey. There is no correlation and we are making the news up. Interesting, okay? So I'll tell you the fourth one. Let's the fourth one. NASA allows tourists to stay on space station, which is ISS. All right, true. Faraz says true. Faraz, why do you say true? Can you unmute and speak up? Misbah says fake. Andre says fake. Okay, it's a mobile phone. All right, this is interesting. Now, the moment...
Fake.
Fake, okay. Okay, interesting. Elon Musk says that also. Okay, use the chat, Abdullah. It'll be more fun. Yes, there's some disturbance when. Okay, let me see. Made by kids. Okay, it's a kids gram. Okay, I'm sorry for the kids gram, but this sometimes you check on a news. Anything with science reality is a hypothecation. All right, so it's not a fake news. It's a real news, by the way. Yeah, they are building a hotel. Khalid, I enjoy. Some of you are asking questions. NASA is a place for experienced astronauts. No, Bashar. Actually, NASA has proposed this. So, nobody went to space now, but Elon Musk is preparing himself to go to space. By the way, it's a very expensive thing. Now you can't go out of your house, you're going to space. But yes, the news is a science news. So there is a lot of other news sites which have presented it. So it's possible. Well, what can my second source be when I say real? Check NASA itself. And yes, Elon Musk is an entrepreneur, a brilliant entrepreneur. He has designed one of the world's best car called Tesla. Somebody asked me the question. And he has his own company where he wants to go to Mars. He's doing a lot of research. He's very active on Twitter, right? So where you should check is check on NASA website. NASA has this on their website. So it's a real news. Okay, let me the last one for this round and then we'll switch on. Fake or real? Let's check. Robots are teaching classes in UK. True or false? Fake or real? Robots are teaching. Okay, it's true. Abdul Salam, why do you say it's fake? Okay, Rashad says it's true. It's not, it's proposed. Faraz says it's proposed. Right now, yeah, Faraz, very important. Right now, robots are taking classes. True. Thank you. It's a teacher's day, so we welcome our teachers. I wish some of the teachers don't become robots, right? Some teachers teach like robot. Open your book. Okay. All right. Do something. No interaction. No interesting. In fact, right. It's a fake news. I got you on teacher's day, right? I fooled you. Your teacher has not been replaced by a robot. Yes, technology is great, but amazing teachers still will be amazing. So this is a news that was just again, but right now they're saying, has this news been coming to you on WhatsApp? Any news on WhatsApp, I'm very 70 to 80% WhatsApp news are fake. That's a real point. Okay. Another interesting fact that we get it is, where do we check the facts? Which school? There is no mention here. Which school is doing it? Where in UK? When did it start? Look at, there are no dates mentioned in this, and that is a problem. Okay. So how did you do internally? How did you get your fake news fact? Did you get very good? So if you got like 0 to 1, problem. You're not good at fake news. You please don't go and give excuses to your parents. You're not good at finding the right from the fact. If you got at least 4 right, you're very good. You're becoming a journalist. But if you got all 5 right, brilliant. Welcome to Al Jazeera. You can immediately apply in your resume there. And I think they will take you at BBC, Al Jazeera or the Washington Post. How did you all do? Good, bad?
2 to 4.
2 to 4. Welcome to the world of journalism. All of you doing very good then. Okay, I got Abdul Rahman saying 2 to 4. Interesting. So are you able to decide what of, oh, Bashar says you are a Nisquir. Andre says 3. Good enough. 2 to 4. Amna, good enough. So you all are able to decide what a fake news is from. Now let's talk about, oh, Danish, fantastic. You're good with 5. 7. Oh, nice. I like your answers. So what we are doing, we're just learning about news today. And today the world of Twitter, today the world of Instagram, digital world is actually being very challenging. Let me shift now. Let me take part 2. I've just done half an hour and it's nice. We realize it's already half an hour. And this is the last half an hour of a life skill program. I feel learning something new. Oh, Bashar, I like the fake news. So I want to hear some fake news. One of the fake news Bashar shares very nicely is Obama becomes a Muslim. Heard that before? Oh, how many heard Michael Jackson embraces Islam? He says a Shahada. Very interesting, right? Fake news again. Or there is a Bermuda Triangle where every ship is being drowned. Fake news again. Or the Pyramid of Egypt was built by aliens. Fake news again. Please don't be fooled by the world of fake news. From tomorrow, when you see that, you have to hear what a news is. Oh, Bermuda saying Faraz is conspiracy. I love the news. It is part true, but a lot of it in Bermuda Triangle is not true. When you create an entire news in Bermuda Triangle, it is not true at all. Right there. Okay, why do people make fake news, Danish? Is because they make money out of it. And that is what we're talking about today. Why do newspapers sell? And now my second round, I want to talk about newspapers. What are newspapers? Today, there was a quote that we're talking about, that if you don't understand the news, yes, for us, it is, it is the problem of the internet. In internet is like a dustbin, a garbage bin. If you don't know what you're picking up, you will end up picking up garbage. You will end up picking up all kachra. You will end up picking up something you don't want. And that is why people spend so much time in the internet. Our internet today is like a time casino. Casino where haram gambling, yeah? The very idea of gambling is haram, right? The fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls about gambling here, What is the ayah of the Quran they're talking about? It is the handiwork of shaitan. So, Sastanibu, don't go near it. And you will be, this is what, yeah, internet is the new Las Vegas of the teenagers and everybody around, because you don't know how much you go in and you spend your time. So today, what I'm asking you is, on problem solving, that is a thing, are you part of the solution? If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And I'm not going to detail, let me do this quickly. Newspaper and a cup of tea is a breakfast for a modern man. Oh, I've seen my father every day get up a tea and newspaper. I have enjoyed it now until I've replaced newspapers with some good mobile reading or book reading. Not necessarily only news, but something good. But today, newspapers are very, very popular. By the way, digital papers have taken over, but look at the newspapers. When you pick up a news today, this is how a news comes in. News of rape, news of violence, news of accidents, news of pollution, news of fighting, news of political parties saying, blaming others, news of blood, news of suicide. That is the first thing you hear in the newspapers. And look at what is happening. The news that we are seeing is so bad that the first thing that you hear is a negative news on the paper. What happens then? You know, imagine when you hear about these news, unfortunately, oh yes, subhanallah, today the communal news I have coming in. You know, we are blaming a community for anything and everything happening in the world. And I refrain from telling, but unfortunately, the first front page of newspapers are sad news. Can we change that? So there was an activism. There was a brilliant work happening in Australia, has made it mandatory that no newspaper can have negative news on the first page. Isn't it amazing? If somebody can do that. In fact, Australian newspapers went one step ahead, and I'll tell you what they did. But there is one country in the world where the newspaper is striving. Which country do you think it is happening? Which country where newspapers and news industry?
What do you mean by thriving?
Thriving is becoming big, Munib, where everyone is shifting to digital. The newspaper, physical newspaper is happening in one country in the world. More people are reading newspaper than anywhere in that country. Which country am I talking about? Australia, no. USA, no. Iceland, no. India, all right, absolutely. This is the new India where people are reading more newspaper in regional languages. It could be Malayalam, Hindi, it could be Bengali, it could be Marathi, and English as well. And now if you look at this, these newspapers are half filled with advertisement, half filled with negative news. Because that's what people love. So what Australia did was amazing. Australian newspapers, this is a real newspaper of Australia. The front page of Australian newspaper was blank. Completely, look at that. This is a real newspaper picture of Australia. The Herald, the Times, Australian news, and they put news as dark, black, 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 black. And they said, if we are not allowed to give good news and honest news, we don't want to print news. Imagine what an amazing statement Australia is giving. Brilliant. You know, I think this is the message I want to convey to you, that you can, if you stop digesting bad and fake news will stop. So how do you do that? I want to show you something very interesting. Because we are doing PowerPoints and pictures are very good, I want to show you something. You know how there is a Nobel Peace Prize? The best brains in the world gets Nobel Prize, right? Right? You know, in economics, in physics, in literature, in peace. Do you know any Nobel Peace Prize winners? Can you mention any Nobel Peace Prize winners? Anybody?
Malala Yousafzai, Nelson
Okay, there is
Mandela,
Malala Yousafzai, yes.
Barack Obama.
Thank you, Barack Obama, Nelson Mandela. Lot of people, right? Now, there is another news award that you don't know about. It's called the Pulitzer Award. The Pulitzer Prize, and you see a coin out there. This is an award. Like Nobel Prize, also like a coin, a medal. It's basically a medal. This medal is given to called bravery in journalism. Any picture, any news article, any story that they were doing, they were people are proud of, they got the award. So Pulitzer Prize is a very, very popular prize in the news industry. And I want to show you some of the best Pulitzer Prize winners. Some of the most amazing Pulitzer Prize winners. And I want to show you those pictures so you know what we're talking about. This is an entire workshop on problem solving. I will not go you. A picture will give you these questions. When you see a picture, you ask question, who, where, what, why, how, which, and you will see the answers. And that is what good news is all about. Look at this. Okay, I will talk about Huffington Post. Oh, by the way, I'll talk about Washington Post if possible, Danish. Right. Can you see this picture now? What do you think is happening? Which country is this picture is in?
Africa.
Okay.
Africa.
All right. The moment
Some
you see
country
a
in
dark
Africa.
African boy, you know it's Africa. What's happening?
He's trying to drink water.
And from which source is he drinking water in? Yes. Now you see they're refugees and poor. It could be Zimbabwe, it could be Sudan, it could be Somalia. And you see, you know, you and I will not even touch this water. Forget drinking it. You and I will not do wudu with the water like that. But this boy is forced to drink a water filled with bacteria, fungus, leeches, and this is the cause of death. Subhanallah. Imagine the journalist who went there and took a picture. You know, for a journalist, he can give a glass of water to this boy. But the point is, what else can he do? He conveyed the message to the world. This is a Pulitzer winning photograph. Whatever photos I'm going to show you are the Pulitzer Award, like the Nobel Prize of pictures. This picture has won an award. Another picture. Look at this boy. Look at the impact this picture is creating. Where do you think this boy is from? All right, Israel. Where else? Iran.
Syria.
Iraq, Syria. Okay, somebody said,
Palestine.
no, it is.
Palestine.
It is in Syria. This is the civil war that is happening in Syria. And can you look at a boy? You know, the beauty, can you see the beauty of a picture? The gun is prominent in the shadow. And the children in Syria, they don't forget, you and I don't have school. Their schools are bombarded. Their schools are down. And this is another Pulitzer Prize winning, award winning photograph. Okay, I thought I'll not put all negative photo. One very beautiful photo. Where do you think this photo is from? Any idea? There was a big forest
Arabia?
fire in this country. No, it's not in Africa.
Australia.
It's not in Australia. Look at the children. Look at the color of the skin. You will know.
Kerala.
Brazil.
Brazil. Who said Brazil? Brilliant answer.
said.
Okay, wonderful. Brazil is what? The rainforest in Brazil. This is a good picture, but the entire picture shows that the smile will be gone. These are indigenous people living in Brazil. These are native tribal living in Brazil, and this is not a drawing; it's a real picture, and it's called a photo shoot on a fast lens. These are Pulitzer. You know, some of you will become a photographer at the end of the workshop. I don't know, but I am saying the idea, the fact that you are, and I will give you an assignment after this workshop. Each one of you will get your certificate, inshallah ta'ala. After this, I know most of you have, you know, you can email me or send me a WhatsApp, but you need to do an assignment at the end of this workshop. Send me a picture that conveys bigger thing. It could be a student or your brother doing an online class. It could be a mother or a maid somewhere. It could be a cat, a stray cat. But I want all of you to take up the assignment and send me a picture. This one picture, tell me, where do you think this is from?
Finland.
Finland.
Mexico.
Mexico.
US border.
Wow, US border. Good enough, very close. It's at some border. But Sufyan, look at the boy. He looks more like Arab to me, right? Not Mexican. Mexican would be more of, their face structure are very different. So close. It's at a border, absolutely border.
Turkey-Syria border.
Wow. Okay, you're close. I'll give that to you. It is at the Greece border where the Syrian refugees are going, right? The Syrian refugees, and refugee was the word of the. Look at the picture. Look at the photograph. He had to be there waiting for the right picture under the wire, the barbed wire. The boy. Look at the boy's socks. They are torn. Look at the photo. Look at the eyes. Look at the fear in them. And this is a Pulitzer winning picture at Greece border. And this is what I'm telling you. You know, your pictures can convey a lot of message. And when you give pictures like that, they are not fake news, my friend. They are real news. You are conveying the pain of the people in Syria, in Palestine, in Mexico, in Brazil, in areas where there is oppression, there is hard, and yet without saying a word, you are conveying so many messages. I didn't want to show you a lot of pictures. There's a picture of a boy called Aylan Kurdi. Aylan Kurdi was a boy who was washed up on the shores dead because they were migrating on a lifeboat, and this picture has conveyed so much message of the refugee crisis. You know, Europe today is not taking refugee. Somebody wrote a message, but Jesus was a refugee. Isa alayhi salam was a refugee, right? And somebody helped him, and beautifully pictures can convey a lot of message. Okay, so what do you notice in this picture? Go ahead and tell me, write down, speak up. What is the common theme in the picture?
All of them are poor.
Okay, all of them are poor. Fatima says they're racism. Brilliant. Mashallah, Wasim, I said tragedy. Children, Abdul Salam. Brilliant answer. I was looking for the word children. You see, I work with children, that moves me, but nothing moves more than children. Subhanallah, children's picture can convey so much more. Then pictures about messages, absolutely wonderful, mashallah, Bashar. It is about message. It is about hope. It is about fear. It is about dreams. Yes, Amna, honesty in a picture cannot be fake. It is about bravery. Have you seen all these children? Are they brave? Yes, they're so brave. They have no water. Are they complaining? No. There is a message in the picture. There is hope. And subhanallah, it's about life. How many of us say, oh, life is so bad. It is so boring. I hate my life. Oh, what do I do? I'm bored. Look at these children. They don't even have the option of getting bored. So this is a message I want to convey. Let me take up something else. You can do many pictures, inshallah. So here is the SDG goal related to the picture. Goal number 10, reduce inequality, and goal number 16, peace and justice. Someday, inshallah, I will speak about it. Yes, thank you so much, Safiya. Different countries, different continent, one message. Nabiha, one picture speaks 1,000 words. Wonderful. Subhanallah, let's vote now. Okay, I want your votes. I wanted to do a Mentimeter quiz, but I'll quickly do on the chat itself. We've done a lot of good, tough pictures. Let me do a nature picture. Some of you may like nature. Just generally, again, these are Pulitzer winning award pictures. I've taken from different year. Every year there's a Pulitzer winning award. I'll show you 4 pictures and you have to vote which is the best picture. All right. First one is this. Interesting. Imagine where should the photographer be to have a shot of this crocodile. So that's your first picture. Second picture is this. What animal is that? What bird is that, by the way?
Pelican.
Oh, fantastic. It is a pelican and it is eating a flying fish. Right? Can you see the fins which are flying fish?
Piranhas.
Oh, piranhas. Oh, it's not piranha, but very interesting. This is another picture, which is, what animal am I talking about?
Panda.
Oh, it's a panda. But this man, these are orphan pandas. It's not a fake panda. Oh, Kung Fu Panda. I like Wasim from Sri Lanka. I like that answer. Yeah, Kung Fu Panda. But this is a man. They go to the forest where panda babies are abandoned or the mother is killed by some poachers and they adopt them. So this is a brilliant photograph. Another Pulitzer winning photograph. And the last one is this. I know it.
Giraffe.
Yeah, it is a giraffe. This is a tribe called Masi Mara tribe in Africa, right? I think it is in Ethiopia, if I'm not wrong, or one of the far country, and they are petting a giraffe who has lost its parents because of poachers being killed. You have to vote now, which is the best one. So go ahead, give me your vote. I wish I could do a Menti quiz. I really wanted to. Okay, I got 1, 1, 3, 1, 2. Okay, Zubair is getting a lot of 1s, 3. Why do you like a picture? What makes you like a particular picture? Yes? Okay, I think it's the crocodile with the eyes that is winning for all of you. It is interesting the way I see your answers. I will give you one more picture that I want to show you before I go back and do some quizzes again on fake and now. This is the last picture on this picture quiz I want to show you, and then we'll go on. Have you Googled this picture? This is called the vulture picture. It is the most famous Pulitzer winning award, and it's an amazing picture. It's a picture of this young girl. You must have seen this, where this girl is malnutrition. She is dying. She's going to a garbage bin to eat some food, and there is a vulture waiting to devour her, eat her. The photographer is a South African photographer. His name is Kevin Costner, right? I think if I have Kevin Costner's photo, I will show you. And Kevin Costner was waiting for the girl to be eaten by the vulture, and he got an award for it. Now, what do you think happened to this man, Kevin Costner? What do you think happened to him?
He went to jail.
He went to jail for taking a photograph? Why would he go to jail?
He got the Pulitzer that award.
Yeah. Oh, Afreen says he killed himself. Interesting. He got the Pulitzer. Absolutely, he got the Pulitzer award for that. He became very famous. Yes. Vulture ate him. I like that answer, Amna. He got hate. Raya. Yes. Now, what happened to this man was he got a lot of awards, a lot of money, a lot of adoration. But unfortunately, there's something called conscience. He said, I did not save the child just for taking the photograph. He committed suicide. And this is called bystander effect. Bystander effect is when you see something wrong happening and you don't do anything, it is what kills you. You know, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says that speaking against oppression is an act of courage, isn't it? Right? Or even feeling it is bad in your heart is an act of courage. Taking photographs and spreading the word is an act of courage, my friends. But sometimes, you know, if you don't do anything, it's called the bystander effect. If you don't do anything, you will not, if you know, Muhammad Ali said, if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. And this is the message I wanted to give of this young man who killed himself because he realized that he was not doing enough work. Right? Are you with me? It's a serious topic today I talked about. We're not having a lot of fun and laughter, but hope you are learning something new about the fake news menace. Okay, we are on 15 minutes. Let me quickly do something on news again with you. Let me find some more news for you. And let me see, now I expect you to get 5 out of 5 because of what I taught you. All right? How does fake news make us feel? How do you feel when somebody says, oh, a group of Muslims gave coronavirus to India? How does it make you
Irritated.
feel?
Irritated.
You feel irritated, you feel helpless, you feel ashamed, you feel shy, you feel afraid, or it could be
Angry.
anything. You feel angry. Fake news is designed. Now, from next time, stop having all these feelings. Start doing something better. Start creating positive vibes. Write a blog. Mashallah, you all are talented. Don't have to do for the world. Please don't go on Facebook. Write a blog and share with me. I will help you out. Put a photograph. You know, start spreading positive news. I always used to say, you spread sunnah so much that bidah will dilute by its way. Unfortunately, we are people who love to talk about bidah. You know, we say, oh, this is haram, this is wrong, this is illegal, don't do that, don't do that. And we forget what is the good part. Spread good news, the negative news will die by itself. So quickly, I'll do something very interesting. Another 5 questions before we tell you a story or the last session. Fake or real? Microwaves are banned in Japan because they're unhealthy, they don't cook food properly. Fake? Okay, fake. Real? Okay, Sufyan, why real?
Real.
F and R.
It's true. I learned it in school.
Oh, something wrong that the school taught us. All right, so maybe I did not get my research well, but there is some websites, you know, this was real from a website called Funny Satire. So tell your teacher, ma'am, they fooled you because microwaves are still very important. You know, what will our parents, our mothers and our fathers do in baking if microwave is not there? How will I warm my tea? The detail that you read is that they said that Japanese don't cook. Why only Japan? If microwave is so bad, then everybody in the world should be there. So, you know, there are clues in a website. So please tell your teacher, yeah, microwave generally, satire means joke, which are little critical. All right. So tell your teacher that maybe, ma'am, we got it a little wrong, but maybe you can correct me. I will be happy if I get news which is real wrong. Okay. Celebrity admits she is part of a secret organization.
Real.
Real, fake. Okay.
Fake. The outside some give their identity if they're working with a top secret.
Okay, they're working with the top secret. Why would Farhana? I just heard you a little. Can you repeat what you said? I actually like what you said. Can you repeat, please?
I said, why would someone tell they're working with top secret?
Yes. It is like saying you don't tell anybody and then you tell the whole news, right? That is what gossip is all about. Correct?
Sir, uvideo.com is nothing.
uvideo.com is nothing. Absolutely. Now I'm seeing you all look at the sources. You all are looking at the decoding it very well. Okay, why PUBG is banned only in India? Okay, that's a political problem. By the way, India started something new called Fauji. I like the name, but you know, sometimes I realize is it something to, you know, so PUB, PUBG, there's FOU, what is it, FUG? I like the name, the way it is said.
FUGY.
Yeah, okay, is FUGY? Okay, that is something, I don't know how you write it. So anyway, Fauji means a soldier in India. I like the branding part, but sometimes I like it's all political to do that. All news videos can be faked and prepared like that. Anyway, interesting. What is this news? Magpie, a bird, steals. Oh, thank you so much for somebody writing down. I was struggling to find out the right word, but somebody wrote it very well. Who wrote it there? Yeah, Jazakallah. Oh, yes. I know I'm talking to teenagers who tell me the answers. Fake or real? What do you think? Fake. Okay, I won't take too much of your time.
Real.
Good. Real? What makes you think it's real?
A
Have
bird
you?
can take something.
Fake.
But it has stolen antiques worth millions of dollars.
Sir, there is no date.
There is no, wow, I'm proud of you, Munib, the way you're answering now. Thank you. Magpie do steal, but they steal shiny things, but they have not stolen antiques. Tomorrow you might see a crow has stolen Mona Lisa painting. No, 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 don't believe in stories like that. And anyway, these are all useless stories, right? Sometimes we are so excited by these stories because, oh, wow, these stories, and they have no meaning in our life. And that is what we do. Yes, middle of antique worth nothing. Faraz, now
Institution name is appropriate.
I'm seeing the way you all are decoding fake news, and I'm proud of the way you're doing it. All right, let me quickly go to two more. There you are. Rhinos flown from Rwanda to Europe. What do you think? Fake or real? Come on, make me
Fake.
proud. खाली फेंकना शुरू कर दिया आप लोग ने? Anything? Look at it. Look at the newspaper. Look at the news.
Real.
No, no, no. Oh, by the
Real.
way, I'm sorry. When I say fly,
It's real.
yeah, flying means in a plane. Sorry, don't take the word literally. Yes, yes, I think it is real. Thank you, everybody. It's a real news that black rhinos have been taken from Rwanda to a national park in Europe.
Daily News is a real
Yeah,
company.
but you see, can you see something? There is a reporter's name out there. When you see a reporter's name, it is more authentic. You know, a lot of time people send you WhatsApp message. There is no name there. The moment there is no name, so I got a message from somebody who started saying everything negative about a particular person, but there was no name who said it. And I said, why would you do that? If you can't be courageous to tell your name, you know, these are called keyboard knights. Today, everything in Twitter is people. They're called trolls. I don't know if you're watching a series called Troll Hunters. My house, it's a big fashion. Trolls are a word for small giants. Today, today Twitter is filled with trolls. People love to troll because you're anonymous. You know, they are called anonymous. Keyboard knights, they only want to tell the world how bad the world is by telling without saying names. You know, I will share some experiences. Okay, we'll do last one and then we'll go ahead. New species of flying dolphins found. You know from my smile itself, right? Right. Don't worry about it. The flying dolphin, the new species, dolphin can't fly. So these are Editech Photoshop photos. How did you do? Oh, you saw yourself? Oh, interestingly. So tomorrow when I tell you, thank you,
I got
Danish.
5.
Oh, 5 out of 5. I'm proud. You are doing fantastic. You all are doing very good as you go ahead. I would be very happy to see what you're doing. Fantastic. I can see. So now let's make some fake news and let's see if you can decode it. I want three of you to speak up and tell me any news and we'll decide if it's fake or real. Okay? Should I go ahead? Anyone wants to unmute and
Yesterday,
speak up? Yeah, go ahead.
should I give him?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yesterday, it was reported that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's son Archie was killed.
Oh, interesting. That's a sad news. What do you think? It's fake news or real? Yesterday it was reported that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's son was killed. For us, that's a tough one. Okay, Danish, why do you see it's fake? Tell me, decode the news now. Okay, all right. It's all over the papers, Danish says. Very interesting. Sarah, he's in London. All right. Now the moment...
Yesterday there was news that Taiwan shot China's fighter plane.
Okay. What do you think, Sufyan? Do you believe in it or do you don't believe it's fake or real?
You need to say first.
I need to say, okay. I think you know, Taiwan would not dare do something like that with China. So it's a fake news. What do you think now?
It's correct.
The news is correct or I am correct?
The news is fake.
The news is fake. All right. For us, the same way, something like somebody being killed, a celebrity being killed, or somebody of political person, it should be in everybody's news. I did not get it, so it has to be fake. You look at that way. Oh, it's rude. Oh, I'm so sorry if it's rude. But okay, Kuwait had infected. Oh, corona case is coming. All right, Misbah, go ahead. I'll take the third one from Misbah, and then we'll see.
There is a snake in the world whose body grows 0.5 centimeter per second every 200 seconds and grows up to 1 meter. But as soon as his mouth touches any part of his body...
This is fake. This is fake.
Okay, all right. So Misbah has been watching a lot of Anaconda movies now, and Farhana knows that. It's a fake news. All right. So now you are able to decode a news. You see, okay, Amna, I would read that. So a famous actor died out of cancer who was also acting as Black Panther. Fake or real?
Real.
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 Oh.
Okay. By the way, you know, I can't. If I wish, I could show you my background. It is of Chadwick Boswick, right? I love Black Panther. Maybe I should come. I could show you my Black Panther. So
I
yes,
also love
it's
Black
real-
Panther.
It's a real news of what happened around. That is what we're talking about. Interestingly,
I was
interestingly.
about to say one.
Go ahead, please go ahead. I would love to
Wakanda
hear you.
forever.
No, but it's basically already told.
Anything else? Go ahead. Say me something else. I'm enjoying talking to you. Okay, another very interesting news. Messi has been signed by Manchester City.
It's a fake news.
No, he's decided to stay at the club.
Faraz is updated. Munib knows his Baka news, right? Okay. Bashar, thank you so much for saying Islam spreads terrorism. Fake or real?
Fake.
Whoa, I got a message here and I'm so happy somebody writes it down. Now, how do you respond to it is very important. What do you stand up to is very important. Remember why? Because we all know it's fake, but what have you done? Maybe a photograph, maybe people greeting each other, maybe the Muslims helping somebody. You know, it's not about religion, it's about identity. And today, a lot of youngsters having identity crisis. A lot of Arabs, by the way, have big identity crisis with their own deen. Why? Because we don't know what to do. All right. So yes, Bashar, I took the news of Kuwait having 900 infected people, another fake news. So let me end with a small story about one lady who stood up to all these kind of news. So I got your votings here. Let me start talking about this story. A brave media story, because we've done a lot of fake and real and fake, and inshallah you will you will understand. So please don't look at the news the way we do it. This is the story of this newspaper called the Washington Post. Now what I'm talking about is a very interesting story. It's a long story. In 1963, a 46-year-old lady, a mother of 3 children, no work experience, never been in a corporate life, suddenly was made in charge of the world's largest newspaper, the Washington Post. Her name is Katharine Graham, right? Katharine Graham had no idea what's happening. And suddenly she is supposed to lead. This is like the last photo of Katharine Graham that we're talking about. But when she was almost 46-year-old lady, 1963, not much of experience, and what is happening? And suddenly what you realize is, I'm sorry, forget the first line. When she took over, people said, a woman leading us? Oh, that time there was no SDG and gender equality. There was an entire union. All the workers started striking. And not only did they strike, they actually burned down the printing press. Usually what happens in that time in the printing press, other newspapers will help you. So if, example, Hindustan Times is having trouble, Times of India will help them. Though they are competitors. Or Indigo Airlines having trouble, the other airline will go and help them. Vistara will help them. Here, not one newspaper helped the Washington Post. Suddenly, Katharine got a collection of stolen government papers. These are secret papers. Now she is not sure, should she print them or not print them. All the lawyers, all the advisors are telling them, ma'am, don't print it. Our newspaper will be busted. People, she is taking a fight with the White House. Remember the same White House? I'm talking about 1963. White House, the largest and the strongest body in the world, she's going to have a fight with it. Then suddenly her husband committed suicide. I mean, the husband was a wonderful person, but he had his own debt, he had his own problem, and now her world is closing down. Suddenly, an investor came and he started buying shares in the Washington Post. If you were Katharine Graham, what would you do? Somebody came and said, sell the newspaper, get out, become a mother, be happy. What would you do? Look at the 4 problems I'm sharing with you. She is leading a newspaper. All my young brothers and sisters, oh, punch him. All right, Black Panther. I like the ode you're giving to Chadwick. So it's wonderful. What? No, the husband is dead. How do you punch him? The investor, you want to punch him? All right, don't go to jail and eat biryani, my friend. What are you going to give? This is a story of media standing up in difficult times. Think about it. Think about one lady, no experience. Government is against you. Your workers are against you. Somebody wants to buy your company out and your husband is dead. Now, what can Katharine do? So, Katharine is fighting with the biggest office in the world, the Post. And she said, I will stand up. Thank you so much. She said, I'm going to stand up and give me 5 minutes and I'll end up for some of you who want to go. And yes, it is a real news. And today, what Katharine did is a landmark award-winning work. You may not know, but she printed an article that led to the removal of the president of America. His name is Richard Nixon. This is called the Watergate, and she printed the newspaper. The investor who was buying, his name is Warren Buffett, the richest man in the world, who became Catherine's best friend. He became the advisor, and today Washington Post is part owned by this old man, Warren Buffett, who celebrated his 90th birthday just 2 days back. Catherine fought with the union, and she removed every single worker replaced with better worker. Even today, Washington Post is one of the most respected newspaper in the world. In fact, the last paper that they had was on this man, the Donald Trump man, and they called unprecedented. You know, they are not afraid to reveal the news. Washington Post has won a Pulitzer Prize for the news that they have posted. I wanted to end on some positive news with all of you, telling you that today also good media exists, good world exists. And yes, Iron Man is real. Is that fake news or real news, by the way?
Fake.
Oh, Sufyan, Juwaria will be very angry with you. Iron Man is real. She believes in it. So that is a problem I wanted to share with you. This is the world problem we're talking about. Inshallah, go out and become a problem solver. Don't become a problem creator, right? So tomorrow your parents tell you that by watching too much of TV, your eyes will get spoiled. Tell them what I'm going to tell you, that, you know, 20 years back, people told us that by watching too much of TV, eyes will get spoiled. That was wrong news. 100 years back, people said by reading too many books, your eyes will get spoiled. That was also wrong news. So by watching too much, your eyes will not get spoiled, because today's mobile and laptop have very good blue screen. But yes, unnecessary watching too much and being on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook will spoil your brain, not your eyes, right? Don't just believe anything. Go, but be respectful to your parents, be very kind to your parents, be very good. Okay, I believe in Lost Nest Monster. Fatima and Wasim, I like the way you all are thinking. Inshallah, I hope you go back and see the world differently. Jazakallah. Thank you everybody for the last 4 weeks of incredible workshops that we all did together. I hope you learned something better on your life skill. If you want your certificate, which I promise you, I'll be giving you a certificate. All of you have my email and my number. I'm still sharing that on my WhatsApp group. So if you email me, but your assignment is you have to share one photograph that you think is a smart photograph. That's it. Any photograph will be good. And I will be sending you your personalized certificate for completing the workshop that you did on life skill, right? This is my, let me make an easy one. It's dawoodv@gmail.com. So it's easy for you to remember. Oh, sorry, I sent to privately to a dot whose name I don't know. But okay, this is my number. I'm sharing that 998-7060-330. Drop me a message for your certificate. Remember your assignment. I want one photograph that you think. Don't send me 20 photographs. Don't clog my mobile phone. One photograph and your full name for your certificates that I promise I'll be sending you in a week's time. Jazakallah. Thank you, Danish, for that lovely feedback. Thank you, Sister Afreen. Jazakallah, everybody, all you young boys and girls. Go make me proud. Make your parents proud. Hopefully see you after a few months for another workshop. Go ahead. Anyone wants to ask a question? You can go ahead and ask me also. Oh, Andre, thank you so much. Happy
I wish I
Teachers
had
Day.
my video.
Oh, I wish to see all of you. But that's Basil. It's the last class. We had 4 weeks of one entire month of the classes. Inshallah, next time I'll tell you about what the classes are. Hope to see you again. Jazakallah. See you all the best. Bye-bye.
I
Jazakallah,
have a
sir.
question.
Bye,
Is
sir.
it the
Happy
last
Teachers
class
Day.
today?
Yeah, this was the last class today. Yes. Thank you, Fatima and Wasim. And happy Teachers Day to all your teachers as well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.